We got Medea for days, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up, everybody? I am Ken with Mid-Level Media, and we are back today for another Tuesday Blues Day Blu-ray hunt. We are going out, we are on the road, going out to check out all the latest and greatest in the world of new physical media releases. We are going to hit up a Best Buy today. We are going to go to Target, to Walmart. We might even stop at a place that we haven't been to in quite a while, a Meijer's, and see what they got going on, see how their prices are looking, see if they got any of the new releases out in stores today. I don't anticipate seeing too much in stores, but we should see the Doom Patrol Season 2. We should see that new Batman Soul Asylum movie that came out, that kind of Kung Fu DC mixture movie, that animated film that came out this week. We should also see Come Play out in stores as well. So yeah, we should definitely see some new releases in store today. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We are outside of a Best Buy right now. Let's go in and see what they got.
And here we go to Best Buy. Will they have any amazing, awesome steelbooks? Let's see. Alright guys, not seeing anything new that we have not seen before. Looks like all the same stuff over here. Let's go to the other new release section. Alright everybody, looks like kind of a bust over here. The one new thing that I am seeing is Fat Man. That came out today, but that's the only new release I can see right now. We also have Snowpiercer for $24.99. I think this came out a week ago though. I don't think I saw it last week when we were in here. So yeah, no sign of Come Play. It looks like they still had plenty of copies of They Live and Prince of Darkness, but Prince of Darkness actually went up in price $3. So that is interesting that they're both the same now, whereas last week Prince of Darkness was actually $3 less. Going over to this little 4K section that they have here. Looks like they got all the same stuff. First Avenger on 4K is only 20 bucks. It's not a bad price. They still got copies of this Bloodshot Steelbook. So they do have the Batman Soul of the Dragon right here for $22.99. The 4K for $27.99. This special edition, $32.99. They have Doom Patrol for $18.99 on Blu-ray. Down here they have Come Play for $19.99. Synchronic for $14.99. So they do have some new releases. Alright, let's get out of here.
All right, everybody. So just got out of the Best Buy, and I was a little scared at first because I didn't think they would have anything. They had Fat Man over there, but then I went around to another stand that doesn't usually have all the new releases, but today it did for some reason. And yeah, they had the Batman Soul Asylum, they had the 4K, the Blu-ray, and that special Best Buy exclusive action figure set. They had the Doom Patrol Season 2. They had Synchronic, which I didn't think they would have, and Come Play on Blu-ray as well. So we actually got to see at least 5 of the new releases that came out this week in stores. So that Batman animated film, though, was a little bit more pricier in there than I think it is on Amazon right now. So you might want to pick that up on Amazon instead of going into Best Buy to grab it. But one thing that I did pick up, guys, I just couldn't help myself. I couldn't resist. Even though I have it on Blu-ray, I just couldn't resist to grab the copy of They Live on 4K. I didn't grab the Prince of Darkness. I didn't go that far. I didn't want to spend that much because this is $28 for this 4K, but I do love this movie quite a bit. It is one of my favorite Carpenter movies, so, and I definitely want to give it a watch on 4K and see how it holds up. Now, as for my Blu-ray, I don't know if I'll go back and like try to sell it or I'll go ahead and keep it. I'll probably just go ahead and keep it because I doubt I'll be able to get too much for it. And from what I hear, this doesn't have reversible cover art, and the Blu-ray does, so I want to keep it just because of that. So, yeah, but I'm excited to grab They Live. I just couldn't help myself. There's nothing new that came out this week that I really want to purchase, so it's a perfect time these kind of weeks to go backtrack, pick up stuff that you wanted to grab a few weeks ago, but couldn't afford to then. So, with that, guys, let's go ahead and head to the Target.
Target, fucking Target! Let's do it. Alright, so they have Soul of the Dragon here on 4K and Blu-ray. Not seeing much else in terms of new releases. Although I keep seeing this Wolf of Snow Hollow, and I really have heard good things, and I do want it. But $15 is just a little bit too much. Alright guys, Target does look to have a 20% off with the Circle app. So if I combine that with my Target credit card, that could be 25% off. Maybe I will get it. Maybe I will get it. Let's see, we got Scoob. Still got those sales. Oh, Empire Strikes Back right now is $18.40 on Blu-ray. Wish it was the 4K. Really, Target, the DVD of The King of Staten Island, 20 bucks. That's kind of ridiculous. They also seem to have this tenant sale in stores for $24.99 for the 4K and $14.99 for the Blu-ray. So that is nice to note. You know what? I think I'm finally going to pull the trigger on Cats. I'm going to get all 5 copies and spend about 65 bucks. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here.
All right, guys, so I just got out of the Target, and as much as I really wanted to, I didn't grab those 5 copies of Cats on Blu-ray, even though that would have been a fantastic deal with the 20% off. I could have got the 5% for my credit card, and it would have probably been like 48 bucks for 5 Blu-ray copies of Cats. You could not beat that deal. But what I did end up getting was a film that I talked about in my live stream this past Sunday, Ken's Movie Experience, which if you guys are not checking out, join that every Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. But I talked about how I walk past this movie every single time I do the Blu-ray hunt since it's come out, and I do want to pick it up because I've heard really good things. So I finally grabbed it for 25% off with my credit card, with that 20% off deal that Target has going on their movies now. That deal is only for movies that did not come out this week, so you can't do it for that Batman Soul Asylum. But yeah, I got this movie for $12.07 with all of those discounts, so that was really cool. And yeah, I am excited to watch that one at some point. But yeah, Target's they kind of delivered this week. Obviously, they had the sale and they had Batman Soul Asylum in there, so at least they did have one new release. But we are going to go ahead now, guys, and head to the Meijers and see what they're all about this week. Let's do it.
It's time for the next stop. Our local Meijers. Have not been here since November, before Black Friday. Let's do it.
Alright guys, so points for Meijers for having a DVD copy of Tommy Boy. I did appreciate them having that classic 90s comedy in there, but I didn't realize or remember just how many DVDs Meijers had the last time I was in there, but I do remember now that Meijers is very DVD heavy. Now they did have some Blu-rays and they did have some decent deals on some of those Blu-rays. Several Blu-rays in there for like 10 bucks. That Terminator Dark Fate Blu-ray was only 10 bucks. I don't know how much of that's going for on Amazon, but that had the slipcover too, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I remember why I don't go to Meijers very often. I thought they would at least have that Batman Soul of the Dragon, but yeah, they did not. So we're on our way to Walmart right now, guys, for our last stop. So I thought I would very quickly do my 2 movie reviews for the week on here and my little short movie review segment on my Blu-ray hunt. So a lot of you all seem to be enjoying that, seem to be commenting on that. So I'm going to keep doing it for now. So the 2 movies that I watched 2 last night. I actually finished one this morning, so I'll go ahead and talk about that one. That's the new Anthony Mackie Netflix original film, Outside the Wire. So I didn't think that this was terrible, but it did feel like a straight to DVD Sci-Fi Channel original kind of sci-fi action film. So like I said, the story was very generic. The dialogue wasn't very good at all. There was a lot of stupid things that were said during this movie, but I actually found the action to be quite enjoyable. It felt very much like a video game, the way that it was kind of structured and paced and shot. So I did enjoy that movie, even though I'll say that I don't, I'm probably going to review it on my Instagram or something. I might not even do that. I might just go straight to Letterboxd for it. So it's not going to be like a very positive review because it's not like a good movie in the sense, but I did get some enjoyment out of it and I didn't think it was that terrible. So Outside the Wire, for me, I'll give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. How about that? The other movie that I watched, though, the one that I did quite enjoy, is One Night in Miami. I don't know any of the actors off the top of my head that were in that film, but they were all excellent in these iconic roles. You got Sam Cooke, you got Muhammad Ali, who I thought the guy that played Muhammad Ali was freaking phenomenal. You got the guy that played Malcolm X, who is also great. It is really hard to see somebody else in that role of Malcolm X, especially since I watched that movie for the first time last year, and Denzel was so freaking good in that movie. But I do think that the guy that played Malcolm X in this one did bring a little bit more in terms of like the realistic qualities of Malcolm X. He felt a little bit more like the character of Malcolm X than Denzel, even though Denzel, I think, definitely had the better performance. But it was a really good movie. It was different than what I would thought it'd be, kind of like Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, really. It was really shot all in this kind of one location. It was kind of centered around them in this hotel room all night, and they all think that they're going to go out and party, and pretty much it's Malcolm X that kind of puts a stop to that because, you know, he's really into being a Muslim and all that stuff. He can't drink and you can't party and you can't do all that stuff, so he's really into that, and he's really kind of trying to talk to them. So there's some really interesting discussions going on about race in America and what it means to be a black man and what you should and should not be doing to kind of further the progress within the race. And you know, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't think it was like a masterpiece. I didn't like it quite as much as Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but I thought for what it was, for you know, taking all of these iconic historical figures and putting them together in this fictionalized setting, because this isn't a true story. This didn't really happen. So it's interesting that they all got together. Another one I'm going to note is the guy that played Jim Brown. It was a football player turned actor. He was on a lot of those black exploitation films in the 70s. The movie that I know him from, though, and I didn't know this until I looked him up, because I'm like, who is Jim Brown? Did he become an actor? And it turns out he was. He was in like 60 movies, and one of them was Mars Attacks. And I remember him in Mars Attacks for sure as Byron. So he was awesome in that movie. But yeah, the guy that played him was phenomenal. There's a really good scene in the beginning of the film with him and this like old country white guy where they're talking on the front porch, and then he asked him to come in, and the thing that he says and the way that he delivers it, I was like, oh my freaking God, I can't believe that you all just said that. But it was completely shocking and it came out of nowhere. But yeah, the movie, I'll give the movie like an 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Regina King, that was her directorial debut. Phenomenal actress, and seems to be a great starting point for her as a future director. So I'm definitely looking forward to what she does in the future. But that was my 2 short movie reviews, guys. Let's go ahead and head on into Walmart.
All right, boys, we are here at Walmart. Let's go and see if they got any them new Blu-ray them DVDs. Let's do it. All right, doesn't look like Walmart's really put anything out yet. This is, of course, a different Walmart. They got Dreamland, Max Cloud, same stuff from last week. Warwick Grandpa. They got that Toys of Terror again. They got some stuff over. I'm not quite sure what is new. Rage of the Mummy, that might be new. I don't. All of these are just like running into each other in my mind. I cannot remember what's new. Seized, Grant, the complete miniseries, is that new? Let's see. I'm pretty sure we've seen most all of these. The Curse of Hobby's House is definitely new, right? I mean, right? I don't know. They do have a cool new section for Black History Month. A lot of cool titles here, including these really cool slipcovers for these DVDs. Fruitvale Station, the Django. That is an awesome slipcover. The Butler, Moonlight for only $3.74. That's a great price, even though it's a DVD. Some really cool Medea slipcovers. I mean, I'm not a huge Medea fan, but these slipcovers are pretty cool. They got all of them. All the big Medea movies. $5, every one of them. Except for Funeral. That's the only one that's 10. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. Bad Boys for Life DVD, Get Out. Yeah, tons of great movies here. Remember the Titans. I almost want to get this. I wish it wasn't $10. Maybe next week. I do want that in my collection. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and head out.
Alright everybody, so I just got out of Walmart, and you know, I'll say this. I didn't find any of the new releases in Walmart this week, but they did kind of deliver again with these awesome new exclusive slipcovers. The ones for Black History Month. They've got Valentine's Day ones that I've already shown off. And they've got these Medea slipcovers, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Medea movies, but it's cool that they have exclusive slipcovers, and Walmart usually does this. A lot of times it's DVD only, but it's still really cool. It was cool enough for me to purchase the La La Land one for a couple of weeks ago. So with that, guys, we are done with this week's Blu-ray Tuesday shopping trip. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I sure did. I got some cool pickups today. The Wolf of Snow Hollow and They Live on 4K. Hopefully I will get around to doing a They Live 4K review at some point in the future, so definitely look out for that. As for this week, guys, I'll be back tomorrow with a review of the Arrow release of JSA. I will be back this Thursday for my top 10 worst movies of 2020, and this weekend will be my Blu-ray haul video of January for 2020. So tons of great content coming on this channel, guys. If you are not yet a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below whatever you picked up this week. I want to hear about it. I want you to comment below. Do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.